It is with an extremely sad and heavy heart that I want to officially announce to all my fans, my supporters, and everyone else in the industry that I will not be at the Olympia in 2020. I have tested positive for COVID while in Turkey en route to America. We have tried everything possible we could. Being COVID positive is really nothing else we can do. In the meantime, some COVID symptoms have presented and my focus is now on full recovery. Even though the news already broke, it's only fair that I inform you all personally of this unexpected turn of events. My coach Ahmed Oscar and I were so eager to show you a completely different physique this year. Something you never seen before. Nevertheless, rest assured that while I am recovering, we will be working on our game to come back bigger, stronger, and more shredded for 2021 Mr. Olympia. Thank you, Mr. Olympia, and the Pro League who were ready to help us out of this. And to my sponsors and everyone else for the support. See you in 2021 because then it's going to be lights out. Oh yes. We killed it yesterday, didn't we, Chris? It was good. Oh yes. We killed it. Break a lot of records. We killed it. First of all, before we go into that, Rolly Winkler is out of this Olympia. What sad news. 2018, one of his best package, in my opinion, the best package I ever seen him. Some people say 2013 it was his best when he was light. No. 2018 he had that size and waist, full head of hair, tan, everything was epic. I would have had no problems if he would placed even higher in 2018 and he was placed third. That tells you how much I thought, how great he looked that day. And he also won the People's Champ Award. We're not out of respect for the people that are in this Olympia, guys. There is a tremendous amount of people that's gone through so much to make this Olympia, guys. The promoters, the fans, the athletes, everyone, family to the athletes, husbands, wives to everyone has sacrificed this to make this Olympia. Mr. Jake Wood, everyone. I feel I started off with his Instagram post there. That was Rolly Winkler's official announcement. And the reason why I didn't jump to YouTube like these other people do is because I want to hear it from the athlete themselves first. I don't need to click on every blogger or vlogger or these trolls that don't even know nothing. I have gotten over 700 DMs yesterday giving me information about Rolly Winkler. But I didn't run to the youth. We have the best studio right now in the world of bodybuilding, I would say. I didn't run down here to make, because we wait till the athletes make the official statement and then we report it. He is out because of COVID. It's a complete disaster. But what the other people have done to come to this, the effort, this is a team effort, guys, for this Olympia. We owe it to everyone and the fans and everyone. We will pray for Rolly. We hope he has a healthy recovery. And when he returns in 2021, it's going to be redemption time. Let's get back into the program. Let's get people riled up for this O. This O is going to get sick. It's stacked. Women's physique, it's stacked. Bikini, it's stacked. Open, it's completely stacked. Guys, Hunter Labrada is making debut. You know his dad was a big legend. And now his son is making his debut, Hunter Labrada Jr. And guys, watch out for this. You know when a big man can pose, it moves the crowd. Hunter Labrada Jr., he can pose, guys. It's going to get epic. We have Shanique Grant. She might be the greatest women's physique athlete that's ever lived if she can win now. That makes it 3 in a row. Daniel Lynn only got 1, I believe, maybe 2. I think it was 1. The great Juliana Malakarne, I think she has 2. I hope I don't get DMs now saying, AJ don't know nothing about women's physique. I think that's the fact. I don't have on this table, there's nothing. We do this live. One sad thing though, you notice my $1 million watch is gone? I really hope it's in my hotel, or else I lost my $1 million watch. And when you $1 million, I'm bragging, it's not $1 million, but you get the idea. It's not here now. So I'm freaking out, but I'm staying cool because I'm on TV. But anyway, back to the program. This Olympia is going to get crazy. We love you, Rolly, but it's time to get into the Olympia spirit. And there's so many people growing up. I only looked at the open class. But now I look at every class. The Olympia is for everyone. Find joy in every class. Okay, guys? Yes. And by the way, I want to show you something funny. We have a good friend of ours. His name is Betty Bodybuilding. Maybe you guys have seen him on Instagram. This is how important the Mr. Olympia is this year. So Betty is an atheist and a vegan. You know how that is. And look at what he wrote on my Instagram today. Go on it. He starts off with, will there be a program every day this week? Because he saw the first episode and he couldn't believe it. It was so epic. He hadn't seen nothing like this ever before on MD. I said, yes, bro. Then he said, go down. Hey, bro. YouTube is down worldwide. We pray to God he fixes it. So the Olympia, Betty, he's the #1 female bodybuilding supporter in the world. Other than JB and myself, of course, and Jake Wood. But anyway, this guy, he's always went on the Muscular forum boards writing that God doesn't exist and whatnot. Yes. But now, as you can see, because of the Olympia, he has turned to God. That's how important this Olympia is. And then I said, I am happy. What do I say? You as an atheist have started to believe in God because we need Olympia coverage. We must pray to God. 1 minute later, yeah, bro, YouTube is back. Thank God. So, guys, the Olympia is turning the non-believers into believers. There you go. I'm not a pastor. I'm not going to convert. Is that what you call it? But I'm just showing you how big the Olympia is. It makes people turn to God. Anyway, guys, we have a stacked lineup. Should I tell him who we have? Should I tell him? Soldier Boy, tell him. No, should I tell him? No. You'll have to wait and see. One thing, quick thing. Thanks to Ron Harris. He told us something great. He loved the show, Chris. Thanks to Jen. I'm not. She loved it, and she's a producer herself, so she knows how hard work it is. She produces some great. I think she produces Ronline editing. Yeah. Yes. And we killed it. And just a last thing, when I come here to the UK, I can't. When I go back to Norway, I can't celebrate Christmas because we're not allowed to be with. My mom is a doctor, so she's working at a hospital, and so she can't risk it. She's the only woman working there, doctor working there this Christmas, so she can't risk it that I come home to Christmas. If I get, you do this UK, you got a lot of, you UK people, you sure like your COVID, eh? But anyway, so I'm going to celebrate Christmas alone, but I'll be celebrating Christmas alone, watching the Olympia replays and eating chicken, so it's okay. But I'm going to miss Christmas for this. I hope I haven't missed my $1 million watch. It's not $1 million, but you know what I mean. Where was I going with it? I don't have. Yeah, I'm living at a hotel now with no refrigerator, so I have to. So I have to eat this dry-ass chicken hours and in the hotel with no refrigerator, and you can't even cook it. Anyway, so I was planning our first show. That was yesterday. We had a guest planned. I took my own money and I bought a special award for him. I was going to give it to him on the show. And then he didn't show up. He got sick. So we were really stressing when we made the show. Because guys, each show takes 16 hours to make. And we're going to make 6-7 episodes in 7 days. And when our first guest doesn't show, we're happy that you liked what we created. And I can't wait to hear what you think about this episode. 2020, Mr. Olympia, road to Mr. Olympia. And let's go. So everyone who knows AJ knows that AJ is all about inspiration, inspiring, to motivate people. I want people to feel good. I want people to feel good. So this person is a person that makes me feel good. And millions of others. This guy is inspirational. This guy is motivational. And it's none other than Olympia legend, Flex Wheeler. Flex Wheeler, one of the most beautiful, aesthetic physiques the world has ever seen. Some people have him as the greatest uncrowned Mr. Olympia champion that has ever walked on this earth. Growing up, I had Flex Wheeler pictures all over my bedroom. Crazy muscle bellies, just crazy physique. He was probably my favorite bodybuilder at the time. He never won the Olympia, but he was always one of the most popular guys in the game. Then health problems came. Kidney problems, tons of problems. He had to go to the hospital. He had to live his life in pain. Then, out of the blue, he returned. He returned as a classic competitor in 2017. He came back, guys, on the Olympia stage with, I'm not sure if it's no kidneys or one kidney. I can't remember, but it was magical. He came back with the help of Stan Efferding. And although he didn't place as high as he wanted, what a story that Olympia showing was. Wow. But the story of Flex Wheeler never ends. No. A year ago, we heard the news that he had to amputate his leg. Guys, can you imagine having one of the most beautiful bodies ever seen walk on this earth to have to amputate your leg? Imagine that. It must be really hard for normal people to do that. But when you are known as having the most beautiful body of all time, to lose your leg, some people might go into depression, some people might turn to drugs, some people might turn to alcohol, but no, not Flex Wheeler. He continues to inspire people worldwide on YouTube, on his Instagram, and wherever he goes. This is a guy that keeps on giving. Flex Wheeler, a legend we will never forget. Flex Wheeler. Woof. Let's move on to the next guest. This is a person who's motivating. This is a guy, when I've been around him, guys, you just get attracted to his aura, you know, his personality, because he always gives and gives and gives, and it's just the charisma about him. So when I heard he had some problems, I had to run to the studio. We weren't supposed to. That's why this episode is a little bit longer, because when I heard that Yousef Anava was having problems, I had to call him straight up. And let's see what he has to say. How are you, first of all? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your invitation, guys. And I'm always following you as usual on YouTube, on Instagram, and I love your show. Really, very, very nice.
Just one thing before you start. I saw you win in my second. UK is my number one European country, but the second is Romania. And I saw you in 2018. Was it Romania?
Romania, my first pro show, and I won in the first place.
Then, were you qualified to the Olympia with that win or no?
No, I was supposing to be qualified because, it was the judges that told me congratulations. And then this day, I think that the chance wasn't by my side. They said they changed the rules.
Oh, wow. What rules?
So, because, this men's physique have to get more points to be qualified. It wasn't like today that, for example, when you win your show,
I know,
as a first place, you are straight qualified. But this time, when I won my first pro show, they told me, no, you need to do more competition to get more points. And the difference of points between Europe or, for example, Middle East or in America is different, So I fight till the end. And the list closed at 16 points, and I got 15 points. I was so disappointed, but that's the destiny, my friend. We can't be against, the destiny. That's life.
And you are. So when I heard you were having problems for guys at home, American media, European media, they don't always promote the stars in Africa or in the Caribbean or in Asia or in Korea. You know what I mean? I don't think it's because they're not like discriminating. It's just like they don't follow it, or I don't know what it is. But you're a big hero in Algeria, and also you are. When I saw you this Romanian, I saw your energy. You're a very passionate man. You have a lot of fire in your body. So when I heard you have problems, tell us your problems. What's going on?
So. You have to know that I'm fighting. I have only 3 years I'm competing. Before that, I was a fighter on MMA. I was doing martial arts.
Okay.
So I stopped everything and I decided to do bodybuilding. But I was training before, but never thought to be a competitor as I am now.
Yeah.
And about what you are talking about, the promoting the people that they are from Africa, from Asia, from Middle East, from everything. It's very hard for us because I am living in Europe. I grew up in Europe, but my original is Algerian, okay? So most of my followers, my brothers, I call them my brothers and sisters. They are not my fans, They are from my country and from all Arabic country because, I have Arabic blood. So for them, I am we're going to say a reference because they saw from when I started from -0 till from nothing to something. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And as a first Algerian men's physique to be qualified to Olympia.
Are you the first one?
I'm the first one.
Wow. Okay.
After, the giant killer, Momo Benaziza.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's from my country, is Algerian. From this, it's about 30 years. No Algerian flag went to Olympia. And Yousef Anava, he did it this year. But with all things happening right now, with the pandemic, with my passport is still in the embassy, I didn't get my appointment. And in the last of my preparation, unfortunately, my parents, they are in very, very hard times, very, very sick. Everything comes once. And like that, I try to stay positive. I try to bring positive vibes to my people, because for them, if I show you all my messages from all Arabic word that I get, it's unbelievable because I'm like a reference. I am so shocked because I don't know that my impact to them, my way to be spontaneous and natural, that this love that they are sending me, it's unbelievable. Sometimes I have the tears in my eyes because I said them just one video I did, and it was around 15 million views. And people, they are so affected with my story. That's why they are always following me and supporting me. So unfortunately, like today, with everything happening, my dream broke, you understand? Because they was seeing themselves through me. You understand what I mean? it was very hard for me because it's very tough. And when I took my decision to, unfortunately, to not be in Olympia, because I favorize my parents, because when you see your parents suffering, how do you want to be psychological ready? You can.
Your parents do they have COVID or just they just sick?
So
or
I have my mom, she's starting to be blind.
Oh,
she
no.
was and my father with his cancer generalized.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I can explain because it came once. Even me, I'm shocked. I don't know what to do. You understand? I said, you know, Olympia is every year. You understand what I mean? Means I'm not guy who is scary to not be qualified. I know myself. I know my dedication that I will be qualified for 2021. I know that, but I prefer to favorize my parents, to be close to them, and I know that this time God is showing me many things and opening my eyes and saying, Yousef, you know, don't worry, there is something much better coming. Be close to your parents, be close to your family. That's why there is a lot of obstacles on my way to see if I'm still faith to my God or not, you know, and thanks God. I am wise, you know, I see the things and I said, it's okay. Olympia 2020, not gonna happen, no problem. We're gonna make happen for the next year, you know?
That's with also, we heard the sad news with Rolly Winkler. Same, that's other, of course, other reasonings, but Hadi Chupan, I don't know. But as you said, someone is testing us this year. For us who believe in God and for other believe in other things, but something is testing people, the whole world. So if we can go through this strong, we will come back even stronger in 2021, huh?
Of course, 3 months, my brother. You know, from the show that I did in Spain and I got my first place, you know, as me, Yousef, you see the Asian.
Yeah.
You don't know me before, I think. You just hear about me. I don't know. But I'm not somebody who is arrogant. How are you going to say I'm the best? Thanks God in Europe, for example, in 10 Pro show, I have maybe 6 or 7 on top 3. Wow. Means everybody in Europe, when I go to States, they know me, Yousef is coming. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the problems with us, you know, because we are residents here in Europe, and it's very hard for us to have the access to States, maybe, for some people. But trust me, as I told you, do you remember when you told me, you think that you're going to be in top 10? What did I tell you? I tell you I'm going to be in top 3.
I know.
I said, I promise to you, brother, I promise to everybody, if I go to States, you're going to hear about me. Because the level here in Europe, trust me, they are coming from different countries. Do you understand what I mean?
I know. I have...
Our level is higher. We have people coming from Middle East, Kuwait, and people from Asia coming to Europe. They have easy access to Europe and everything. And the level is very high. But unfortunately, the access to America is not so easy as the people think.
And
do you understand?
I have been a die-hard bodybuilding fan since I was 11 years old. And this year was the first year I was going to work at the Olympia. And
you see,
I can't go because of COVID, because I live in Europe.
Yeah.
So I made
the
next best thing, and that was to fix this studio with Pump Media here in the UK, and I'm doing 7 days to get other people even more excited for the Olympia. So I'm doing, it's not the same as being at the Olympia, but I'm doing the best out of it. And the same as you think, with men in Europe, we can't go to America. I really hope the Olympia brand will consider maybe having moving the Olympia to Europe one year, or Dubai, where everyone can go. Everyone can go to Dubai.
It's like the World Cup. You see, every 4 years, the World Cup is in different countries, different continents. Why not to do Olympia like this? Would be amazing.
It would be amazing. And also, when you're talking about the men's physique, 3 years ago, I wasn't as interested in men's physique because I was grown up on watching Arnold and Marcus Rule and Gunther Schlierkamp. But over the last 3 years, 2 years, especially last year, it's just, as you said, each time I go to show in Europe, you see all this, especially from the Arabic countries, they come to Europe. And to do, and they're so. If they lived in America, they would be superstars now. You know.
I know, because in America, you have a lot of opportunities.
I know.
Your hard work pay off.
I know.
People believe what they see. Means, for example, if you are there and you work so hard, you're gonna deserve your place. You're gonna get what you worked hard for.
One thing before I end it, give me, before you can't make it, okay. We're going to talk a little bit. Give your top 5 for this men's physique Olympia. Men's physique top 5. What do you think? Who's in your top 5?
Top 5, to be honest, I have my friend Cake Pro.
Who? Carlos?
Cake. Carlos Oliveira.
Yeah. I have him winning, but okay. Yeah.
Very nice guy. Very, very good friend.
Yes.
Lucky Bra.
Okay. Lucky Libra, Andre Ferguson.
Yeah, Lucky Bra. The third one, the Chiron. Chiron?
Kieran Hold.
Kieran or Chiron? Kieran.
Yeah.
Black Horse, they call him, I think.
Yeah.
This one is amazing. You have also... Raymond
Edmonds, the current champion.
Very, very good. You have the guy. Let me remember. He's from Chicago. He did Arnold Classic. He's Asia originally, but he's living in Chicago.
Stephen Ko.
I think this one.
Stephen Ko. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Let me ask you a last question with that men's physique. Do you like the little bit smaller model type of look with beautiful waist and Hollywood smile, or do you like the bigger men's physique with big delts? And what type of men's physique look? Because it's different, Which look do you like?
Honestly, me, like I talk about me as a big guy. I'm taller too, and so for me, I like my type, to be honest. But it depends on them, because actually I don't know what they are looking for. Maybe they like muscular. Maybe they like, aesthetic, athletic, So for me, like my last show, I really, really, really worked so hard to get, what they are looking for, Because before that show, I was too big. They told me you was too big. That's why I fight to get, my weight less, but more shred, more aesthetic. And it's what helped me to get the first place. But for me, I think like my shape that I bought in Alicante was super nice. Athletic, not so big, not so slim.
A good mix. A good mix.
Yep.
Guys, this year has been a crazy year. Yousef is choosing, obviously, his parents' health concern. It's more blood is more important. Even though his big dream is to be at the Olympia stage, he knows he will make 2021.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, my friend.
Definitely. So, guys, next, for the people who don't follow him, now you know who to follow. And next year, I'm going to make the Olympia. You are going to make the Olympia. So we're going to have an epic interview but maybe next year they move it to Germany or something, huh? Who knows? That would be crazy.
It's incredibly nice too, because Arnold Classic is gonna be in England in July, right? Arnold Classic.
Should we edit? Breaking news. Let's next subject. Yes. yes. So guys,
we start by Arnold Classic and then it's gonna be Olympia. We never know.
And also for the guys who are saying that men's physique are chickens. You are a fighter and a big guy, huh? You want them to tell that to your face, huh? And you see what happens.
I keep it for myself.
Yeah. Where can people follow you?
Excuse me?
Where can people follow you? What's your different... you have so many social media, so you're like...
for the videos, for the people that they are, for example, feeling weak, feeling not good, they go watch on YouTube. Yousef Anava BB Pro, my videos of motivation with the workout, with my comedy, because I am, I am personal trainer and I am comedian actor, So...
Good.
When the people, they don't feel good, they go watch on YouTube. But Instagram, Yousef Anava BB Pro is always motivation, always some shooting, some exercise, some, to love, to be positive and to bring only good vibes. You understand what I mean? But in being ourselves, we are not fakes. We are ourselves.
Last thing, you are prepping for this Olympia, correct?
Excuse me?
You were prepping for this Olympia, correct?
Yeah.
Can we see some of the package?
Wait.
Yeah, come on now. He's prepping for the Olympia, and we want to see a little...
Because when I saw myself, I'm not going to be in Olympia. To be honest, I ate.
Oh, but you got the guns. You got the guns. That's for sure. Okay, Yousef, we will, after prejudging, no, Men's Physique is Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, normally. Saturday, I forgot. Really, I don't remember.
After prejudging, we will call you up and you can give your opinions who you think will win. Is that okay?
Of course, with the pleasure, and I wish them all the best to all the athletes that they are working so hard. So, finger crossed for everybody. And I hope that nothing going to happen to them before the competition, because it's very, very hard when you hear, something happening and you are going, to compete. So I really wish from all my heart to all the athletes that they're going to compete. All the best. God bless them. And I hope that they're going to do all their best to show us that they are the best. And we are with them with our support of good vibes.
Thank you, bro. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
To all the Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Soon.
Did I tell you motivational, or did I told you motivational? This guy, 2021, Mr. Olympia Men's Physique. This is the guy you want to be rooting for. If this doesn't get you motivated, I don't know what will. Anyway, do we have something special for you? Next up, in the Pump Media Olympia studio, we have the future, I repeat, let me say that one more time. We have the future of bodybuilding. He has the same blood as me. He's born in Jamaica, just like me. And he's in the studio, UK's own Marc Hector. Welcome.
Welcome, and...
No, keep going. How are you feeling, bro? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Thank you for coming. It was I'm very happy that you came. It's a long drive. You drove many hours to be here. We appreciate it. It's nice to have a professional, open pro bodybuilder on our show. That's not out that often we have, Chris, is it? No, so this is very nice. Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome. I'm honoured to be here, and I'm privileged to definitely be here speaking with you right now.
Yes. Well, you got what's that shirt you got on there, by the way?
This is Silverback, so it's my new clothing sponsor.
Where did you get that?
So I've been with Silverback now for 3 weeks, and I'm actually the first bodybuilder to join the brand.
Really?
So, yes,
the first one?
The first one. So normally they are predominantly... all strongmen, and now they're branching out into bodybuilding, and they've approached me as the first person, so really excited.
Because they see you're the future of bodybuilding, correct?
I think it could be. It could be.
You're like like Patrick Moore has also, I think he has a nickname, the future, isn't it?
That's right. But I've not given myself that nickname.
No, we given it to you.
Okay. I'm still Marc Hector, but if you want to give me that name, that's fine.
And just for the record, this is the first time ever we have a pure Jamaican bodybuilding show, correct?
That's correct.
Because your mom and dad's from Jamaica?
Yeah, so my mum's from Jamaica, my dad's from Antigua.
Okay.
So I've got the mix. Where in Jamaica is your mum?
St.
Anne's.
Okay. Mark, when I first saw you 2 years ago,
Okay,
that's the picture I saw.
That picture. I thought you were going to say amateur Olympia.
And Mark, when I saw it, I got excited. I gotta tell you, I got excited.
Okay.
Mark, I saw it. I was like, who is this guy? Is it Sean Roden? Is it a muscle model? What is it?
Is that what you thought?
I thought this is incredible. I was like, oh wow, who is this guy? So that's when I started following you more. Mm-hmm. Then I met you. You just turned pro. I think it was 2018. You were with one of your mentors was Ernie Taylor.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
You told me you're not gonna compete right away. You want to add some size. Was it?
That's right. Yeah, that was the plan.
Fast forward to 2020, and what a crazy year! What a crazy year! Walk us through it for you, your bodybuilding experiences for you this year.
So this year, wow, it's been a bit of a whirlwind year. So at the start of the year, I headed out to Kuwait in February. I actually left my job to be able to go out to Kuwait. Left my family, my partner, my girlfriend, to go out there.
One question.
Yes.
I always call you and your partner the David Beckham and what's her name? Posh
and Becks.
Posh and Beck. Can we just come in 1 second? We just want to see you together so they know this is the UK version. This is the UK version of David Beckham and Spice. What's her name? Spice Girl?
No, isn't it? Wait.
It's Posh and Beck.
So this is the bodybuilding version, UK version of that. We will see more of you later. Thank you. But she's also an IBB pro.
That's
Bikini
correct,
pro.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
guys, she's not just a model. She is a IBB pro. Anyway, yeah, you left your work.
That's right.
That's
right. Yes, to work out at Oxygen Gym with Abdullah, who is Brandon Curry's coach, who's the current Mr. Olympia. So I went out there with the intention that this is going to help to take me to the next level because I want to be competitive in this bodybuilding game. So went out and working out with Abdullah daily, eating, sleeping, breathing, bodybuilding, and it was great. Being in Oxygen Gym, it's the best gym. I've never been in a gym like that. It's like the Disneyland of gyms.
So when some people say Kuwait, you're gonna go there, you're gonna, what can we say, do unhealthy things. They want to put all this shit into your body, blah 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 blah. Obviously, how is it? Were you worried about that going out?
Me and Abdullah spoke at length a lot with where I wanted to go, where I see myself going in this sport, and we were on the same page. And if I didn't feel like we were on the same page, I wouldn't have took that step. So it was just great being out there. It was really, really good, eye-opening on their training methods, their whole approach, their mindset, because it's not just in the gym where you're getting that encouragement, it's outside of the gym. And that's what's really helped me this year.
When you walk out in the streets there, you mean? In Kuwait, you mean in Kuwait, or did you mean here?
I just mean in general, like
Okay,
the whole mindset. It really did help.
Abdullah and me are friends. This right before you did your pro debut in Spain.
Yes.
Was it Spain?
Yeah.
What month was that again?
That was October.
Where's the camera, Chris? Is it there? Is that the camera? So guys, Abdullah is prepping the king of bodybuilding, Brandon Curry, right now. Before Spain, he was calling me every day to tell him how much in love he was with you. He's like, brother, Mark, have you seen him? Crazy, bro. Crazy. Genetics, crazy. He's the Did Badr Boudet call you the new Ronnie Coleman?
Yes, he did. He did.
The new Ronnie Coleman, bro. When you hear that, Badr Boudet, obviously he has the eye for bodybuilding,
yes.
Even though he's not. Is he hands-on, or do you have a relationship with Badr Boudet?
Yeah, so I, when I was out in Oxygen, I used to sit often with him in the office, have conversations, have chats. So yeah, I did have that regular contact with him.
So Abdullah really, I think he saw the potential in you, because we got to make it honest. There's some people in the UK scene, what can we say? It was a little bit jealous of you, I would say, who were saying, Mark, he's not good. He needs more this. He more need that. He need more this. He more that. Abdullah. So I asked Abdullah. So these haters are saying, he said, relax, brother. You will see. You got better and better. The progress pic, just better and better and better and better. And at the end, it was just crazy. You beat some of those guys who were player hating, as they say. And you really walk us through your pro debut. Come on. What happened in Spain?
Pro debut. So yeah, that was the first time stepping on the pro league stage, and I was excited. The way this year had panned out, wasn't even sure if we were going to get onto stage. So to have the opportunity to step out on the pro league stage, I was ready. I was really looking forward to that opportunity. And I think even backstage, when you see me backstage, I keep myself to myself. But I was looking forward to it because I was thinking, this is the best I've ever looked going into a competition. So what will be, will be. And I enjoyed myself.
What did you want to do? I remember we spoke a little bit before pro debut. You wanted it to win, correct?
That's right. My mentality is I always want to go into a show to win. And if I don't have that mentality, then I think that's the problem. So that remains. Whatever show I do, I want to go in and have that mindset that I want to win.
So you got seventh. That's what I see. Yeah, I said for 3. So 7. Going into a show with a lot of big names. 7th. How did it make you feel after it?
I've got to put it this way: the people who placed in front of me are very, very good bodybuilders. Some have been around for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So I know where I placed that was the best that I could do at that particular moment in time. So it's just motivation. So I think where I placed was correct for me for my first show, and it was momentum then for me to climb up the ranks.
Then you went on to do the British Grand Prix.
That's right.
And guys, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at it. Filmed by Chris, by the way, from Pop Media. So this is from British Grand Prix. Respect to Luke, always. Rest in peace there. Yes. So you're a dramatic poster, correct?
I try to be, but believe it or not, I didn't actually practice my routine.
What?
I didn't practice that.
Why not?
I didn't practice that. The way I put together my routines is I practice a combination of different poses.
Okay.
I listen to the music, and in my head I've rehearsed how each pose will look.
Okay.
But I know when I come to the stage that things are going to go different, so I don't try to overthink the poses, but I'll just flow with the music. And that's what I did here.
You posted, we can't play the music, but it's on 50 Cent, Chris Brown, I think it is.
That was the Spain show.
Okay.
That was the Spain show.
Look at this back, huh? So when you see this, can you believe you come this far from when you started bodybuilding, Mark? Can you imagine you ever look like this? Because this is truly something, Mark. This is truly a work of art, huh? This is not just some putting things in your body and whatnot. You know, this is a real bodybuilding. Look at the details you have, huh? Look at the striations. Look at the abs. People complaining about guts. I don't see no guts here, huh?
I think the way I see it is when I competed in Spain, I thought that was the best version of me. Can I top this?
Did you steal it from Nathan Diasha there, or you have it yourself?
I stole that from Brandon Curry.
Even better.
He did that. So this one here is
that's the shot.
That's the Sean Roden one as well.
Oh, that's
the Sean Roden.
Oh, well, wish Sean Roden comes back.
Yeah.
And there you got some you finish off with the most musculars, huh?
That's right. So I always think with your posing routines, you should work the stage. So that's what I try and do. So the whole audience and the judges can see from different angles.
I love this shot where you see Luke looking there, and because you are kind of, this is your moment, meaning this is your breakthrough, wouldn't you say?
British Grand Prix? Definitely.
Look at those shots. It's just crazy. And the chest is so striated. We don't see that too often anymore, do we?
No.
That was an amazing... so you got tremendous amounts of DMs after that day, didn't you?
DMs went wild. I'm still trying to go through it, to be honest. A lot of messages off the back of that show.
So it was like, even though you didn't win, you won the hearts of the people. In a way, they were DMing you. You saw a lot of people saying, not that you should have won, because James, I believe, was the clear winner.
Yes.
Oh, no? Yeah. You know what I mean? But they said that you were the one they had their eye on for the future, the beautiful new modern day physique, you know, the what the people want to see. Obviously, James also. And Jamie the Giant was great there. Who was in second again?
Regan came second.
Grimes. Yeah. We had Samson. I think he was a little bit, his body was a little bit tired. He was in fifth.
I'm not sure where he placed in that show.
No, but they were so happy what you brought what we're expecting for the future, it's created a real buzz in the street. How did that feel on your way home? You didn't win. You thought you were going in to win.
Oh yeah, of course.
What were you thinking?
Going into that show, my expectations was getting a second call out in Spain. Going into this one, I wanted to make sure I was in that first call out. If I got the first call out, I know that's going to be top 5. So I knew that James, who had won the Spain show, and then you had Regan as well, who placed higher than me, that both of those athletes were going in a good placing. So my expectation was I want to get this first call out, be in the top 5, and look to at least get third. That was my gut feeling where I wanted to be. Of course, you want to win the show, but I was just really, really happy with the package that I brought to the stage. Me and Abdullah, on the back of the Spain show, we spoke about it, and the main goal was to come in fuller, harder and drier, and we achieved that. And it was nice to actually walk away from my rookie year with a medal, walking away with something. So it's definitely momentum now for next year.
Then I started DMing you, harassing you to do Romania. You told me F off. Why didn't you want to do Romania?
It came to the point. This year was a long year with prepping. So I started prepping when I was out in Kuwait because the British Grand Prix should have been in May originally. So I was already on prep. Came off prep, went into a bit of a mini off season, wasn't sure where shows was going to be. And I felt at that point, the British Grand Prix, what I brought to the stage then, that was my best look. I was happy with it. And I could feel my physique was starting to get tired. And the last thing I wanted to do was then go to another show and not be at the level what I've now set myself. So I was happy to close down this year with where I came in the British Grand Prix. And then the focus is now to move on for next year.
So you can say you ended the season, your 2020, the debut season of Marc, you ended it on a very positive note, didn't you?
Definitely. I couldn't have done no more. So I was happy to sign out after that show. And now it's just time to focus and think about next year.
And with all those amazing, you got people's attention, and now we are happy to announce, first time ever on the show, who have you signed with?
So after my first show in Spain, I had a lot of attention from different sponsors. And
let me cut you off.
Okay.
When you say interest in different sponsors, because this is for the younger people that
Okay.
want to do the come up. When you say interest from, how do they approach you on DMs? Do they call you? Do they send you offers? When you say what does that mean?
So it's a different way of offers. So some was through emails and some was through DMs. I had messages asking if I could maybe send over my WhatsApp number so we can speak about different sponsorships. And in the end, I went with a sponsor where I felt where I could see myself growing as an athlete. I liked their vision and I liked the way that they was moving. We've not actually announced this, so this is...
So for people at home now, who do you think it is? For people shout it out at home, who do you think it is? Anyway, it's... Tell us who it is.
So sign with Olymp.
Oh, wow. Really?
Olymp.
Because I didn't know. Really?
Yes.
They had another Jamaican there, Sean Roden, for a while.
Yes, they did.
So they like the Jamaican blood. Yeah, good. So you signed with them?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Is it a 1-year deal? Is it a 6-month deal? Is it a 2-year deal? What is there?
So the way I see it with Olymp, this is going to be supporting me throughout my pro journey. So although it might be like a 1-year contract at the moment, this is something where I see it's going to grow and it's going to go very far. And the reason why I like Olymp is they approached me before I even competed this year. So they...
Really?
Yeah, so
before you even competed?
Before I even competed. So the first conversation was in July when we first initially spoke.
Yeah.
I came off stage after the Spain show and within, I think it was a day, I had an email, revised offer from what they'd offered initially. So they came back with an improved offer.
Even if you finished a 7th, who's respectable, but it's not groundbreaking, they wanted to even more money.
Yeah.
Because they saw the potential in the epic physique.
Yeah, so they came
and
back.
Personality and what's it called? Willing to work and willing to talk to the fans. Huh?
That's it. So they came back with a revised offer and I was like, wow, okay. But it wasn't just Olymp. Then I had a few other brands contacting as well. And to be honest, after the Spain show, because I was getting so many DMs, it was actually quite overwhelming. And I'm thinking, my focus still, I've got another show to go into. So I replied to Olymp, I replied to the others who contacted me and say, you know what, I need some time to think on this, because my focus still, I've got a competition to do, so I can't think about who I'm next going to sign with. But my heart was with Olymp. I think the fact that they reached out to me before I even competed shows their intent. And I like the fact that I'm going to be in Oxygen Gym quite a lot as well. And at Oxygen Gym, stock Olymp. So it's like a natural fit. It's really good. And we know Olymp, it's a brand that's been around for quite a few years, probably around 30 years. It's bodybuilding through and through.
What country are they originally from? Because is it France? Is it... Where's Olymp?
It's a Polish. Polish.
It's a Polish?
Yeah.
Good. Polish people are very tough people. And that's why they're like, Poland, there's strongmen and bodybuilding has deep roots in Poland. Poland is the place to be if you're a man. But anyway, yeah. Yeah,
so it's a great fit for me, and I like the vision of where they're going over the next few years, and I want to grow with a brand, and I see this is the great position to be in. And they're well known within Europe, but very now they want to branch out into the UK, and this is where they've approached me, and this is my opportunity now to be almost like their main guy in the UK, like the face of the UK.
What do you mean almost? To be your main guy? It's not
well,
almost.
I am. Okay, yeah. And that's what I want to be a part of. I want to feel like I'm a part of the brand and we're moving in the same direction, and it's just a great opportunity, and I'm proud to be part of the team and moving in the direction, not just myself, but as the brand as well. So.
And you have also another announcement, Mr. Announce a Lot. You have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
You just created your own YouTube channel.
Yes.
So I'm talking to the mic, and there you go. But tell me some more about that.
Yeah, so YouTube's something I wanted to do for a long time, but I know you need a lot of skill set. I didn't have that to be doing videography, and signing with my new clothing sponsor, Silverback. That's something they're going to help support me with. So I just thought it was a natural time now, because I'm quite a closed book. Really, not many people know a lot about me, so I think this is a nice opportunity now to let the world know who I am. Who's
going to do your YouTube channel?
So Silverback are going to be doing all my videos.
So you got someone working in Silverback?
That's right.
In the UK?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
So the first introduction video dropped today.
What?
And
really?
Today,
say it ain't so.
Today.
What's the channel called, by the way?
It's just under my name, so Marc Hector.
That's much easier for people to remember. Marc Hector YouTube.
So it's on YouTube. Yeah, if you just type my name in the search engine, you'll see that, and links in my bio on Instagram as well. So,
what's in your first video?
So it's an introduction. So talking about myself, talking about how this year's has gone, my future goals. But you're gonna have to watch it yourself to find out. You're gonna have to watch that.
So how are you going? We'll put some pressure on you now. How are you going to stand out in the land of trolls on YouTube? How are you going to be stand out as, wow, this is because Regan Grimes, he's killing it, the YouTube game. I think who's guy's got epic YouTube games channels now? Antoine. Regan, have you seen Regan's? It's very good, actually. It's a lot of content.
Yeah.
What are you gonna stand out for you? What's your vision for your YouTube channel?
Me, I just want to keep it real. In the past, with shows and competitions and preps, I've been very reserved. I've not really given too much away. When people's reached out to me, Mark, if you got a progress picture, I prefer to keep that closed. But now I want to be a bit more of an open book. I've competed now on the pro circuit. I want to let people know more about me, my goals moving forwards, my vision, see the way I train, and also my mindset, because there's a lot to me outside of bodybuilding what people wouldn't know. So this is a perfect opportunity, perfect platform now to let everyone know.
Good, because you have a mystic aura about you in a way when you meet you. I haven't met, I'm like a mystique. We will hope this will be shown on your YouTube so we can get to know you. This will be interesting.
For sure.
We are here for the Olympia Hype Road to, God knows what it's even called right now. What is it called? It's called AJ's Road to the Olympia. I'm doing men's physique in 2023, or what's the deal? But anyway, so we have you on, a little chat. We're going to do some interviews with some people. But I want to know, what's your favorite moment for you, Olympia moment for you?
So in 2014, That's the first time and the only time I've actually watched an Olympia live.
Okay, 2014.
2014, and it was a rivalry between Kai and Phil.
The great Phil versus the even... what? No! That's not true at all. I'm a Phil Heath guy.
Cut it off.
Cut that. I almost said something stupid there. What are you might say? No, I'm a Phil Heath fan. Are you Kai or Phil fan? Because you're a fan of both guys, to be fair.
Yes, yeah.
Were you a Phil guy or Kai guy going in?
I was both, because I like the way Kai poses, but I like the physique of Phil, like the 3D look. So I was a fan of both.
So when you were watching Generation Iron, like a young little kid, you were watching Generation Iron,
yes.
And you're watching it, who were you rooting most for, Phil or Kai?
The story of Kai and how he came up, I would say I was steering towards Kai. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I didn't like that, but okay. Let's go back. So this is your first time you were at the Olympia.
Yeah, that's right.
2014,
That's right.
and you have a clip.
Yes, that's right.
So this is obviously a little bit prepared, but let's see what is going on. And he doesn't have what's going on here? Okay. So there walk us through it. Big walk us through it.
Yeah, so I was actually there with Ant Bales, who's a pro from the UK.
Oh, yeah.
So he actually got my first Olympia ticket, and we were sitting in the audience, and the crowd was going wild. Like, you can't see it from this video, but there was a lot of noise.
That's Phil and Kai there, huh?
Phil and Kai.
Okay,
posing.
let's see from the back. Who realistically now? Look at from the back. Who do you like? Let's see when they hit the poses. You can see on the big screen there, probably better. Okay, let's see. Who do we got from the back? Let's wait. We can't see the condition properly here, of course, but it's hard to tell from this angle, of course. But the crazy crowd was probably going crazy. This one.
Yeah. So actually, at this point, the crowd was going wild for Kai.
Okay, what's there?
For Kai.
Okay, you were hearing most Kai
Yes,
shouts.
yeah. Everyone was for Kai.
Phil's gonna watch this episode. Be careful now. I'm just saying. So people were going crazy for Kai.
Yeah.
Okay, they were. Okay.
So this was actually the 50th year of the Olympia.
Yeah.
So this was one of the best to be at.
That's got to be crazy. And so people were actually shouting more for Kai.
Yeah, more for Kai.
And what about you?
Me? I was just watching.
Okay,
I
you
was
were just
watching.
watching.
I was taking it all in.
Were you getting inspired?
Of course, yeah. At this point, I was still an amateur.
How much did you weigh here at that time?
I couldn't even think. I was probably like not even a heavyweight at this point.
Oh no,
not even a heavyweight.
Okay.
This is going back some years.
So this was just, but this was inspiring.
Yeah.
In the end, Phil got another one.
That's right. Yeah. And having watched the press conference before leading up to it, there was a lot. There was a lot of.
Kai didn't sign it, Mr. O.
There was a lot going on, so I
You cannot
think
sign something, Mr. O, when you're not Mr. O.
So I think one of the questions Bob asked, Bob Cicciarello, he said to Phil, so give me 3 reasons why you're going to win.
And now Phil, we got to edit in 2012, 2013.
2011, 2012, 2013.
Dropped the
it,
mic.
banged it. Yeah.
That was... Chris, what are you going to come back after that? You know you're getting the D down when someone... Because it's true, you know?
Yeah.
But no, Kai, an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
I was a little bit disappointed when he said like 2 weeks ago he might be coming back.
Yeah.
We need to sign to his, he had an announcement or whatever, and it wasn't the return. So I was really sad about that. But he's with a great company now, Redcon, so good for him. But we really want to see him do the comeback.
Of course.
But Aaron Singerman on Muscular Development, he said there was a big chance he might be coming back.
Okay.
So you guys check that interview out. Ron Harris did a great interview with Aaron Singerman there. Speaking about those epic rivalries then. Can we see some more? Because I got, I feel Kai. There you go. That's some, these are, so Phil Heath, Kai Green, Sergio Oliva, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman.
Yes.
Which is your favorite rivalry? Oh, look at that one. That was a good one. That was the fight now. I wish they would fight. No, I'm just that would be crazy. Phil, like a basketball player mindset,
Yeah.
Never gives up.
Yeah.
What's your favorite rivalry?
I feel like this has got to be. This has got to be the one.
It's got to be one of the.
Be the one.
Oh, these people just going crazy. Look at the Latin guy there. He's got some Latin. Got some. There. Yeah. I wanted to see a fight. I like a little bit of action, you know. But Phil's got that 3D muscle that I enjoy the most. But so you were more a Kai than a Phil fan, huh?
In the Generation Iron.
In each year, you know, the rivalries. You were more on Kai's side or Phil's side?
Posing wise, Kai is the best in my opinion. I think his posing is flawless. Really good posing routines. But I still think Phil, he's just got that 3D look.
The 3D muscle.
The 3D look. And as much as the crowd was for Kai when I was there in 2014, like, Phil was the winner. Phil was the winner.
Well, guys, this rivalry here is one of those legendary rivalries we won't see again, because even if Kai comes back, they won't be in their peak. You know what I mean? Like, these are peak times. Phil is still... We'll find out. Guys, 7 days, we will find out if Phil has turned back time. Well, Phil's not that old, though. He's only 41. Kai is, what, 46?
Yeah, he's older.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different there. But what an incredible era for bodybuilding. But we got some great things coming for the future as well. But the Olympia, guys, is to be a true legend in this sport, you got to do damage at the Olympia. It's the only way you become a true legend, guys, in bodybuilding is through the Olympia.
Yep.
And that's why everyone chooses the NPC, of course, because they want to be at the Olympia. Yeah. So if you're in that other federation, I know where, better come over, huh? Well, this Olympia is... Hey, I want to see some more. Bro, speaking about epic Olympia moments. There you go. We want to... This is one of my favorite moments, Mark. I want to show you. Because, Mark, what do you think about the physique? This was... Dennis Wolfe was peaking. He was a nobody before. And I don't say no. I put the thing up, you know, that he wasn't a nobody, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dennis James put him into some type of epic voodoo camp.
Okay.
The same way Dennis James might be doing with Big Ramy now. Guys, who knows? Big Ramy might be getting the Dennis James treatment right now as we speak. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call Brandon Curry up later, tell him to come in prepared. And what do you see here? Here, he was peaking. He was young. He was fresh. As you see, he's fresh here. You can see skin fresh, everything fresh.
V-taper, good posing, good lines.
And with the music, we're going to add some beautiful romantic, emotional, what is it? Classic music. And this was truly the whole crowd that year was going crazy.
Yeah.
It was like, because you can feel, you know, when it's your moment, you know. Yeah. British Grand Prix isn't your moment yet. It's your moment now. Yeah. But you're going to have many more moments. But can you imagine, Mark, you up on the Olympia stage in 2021? Having a moment. Okay, Mark.
That's the goal. That's the next goal. To get that pro win and to have that moment.
I watch this routine at least 1,000 times, you know. Sometimes when I'm a little bit depressed, Mark.
Picks you up.
I put some women's bodybuilding on first. And then I finish with Diet Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero with some chicken. And then I watch Dennis Wolfe. And... this is you see the elegant artistic posting, yeah. This is what I like, especially from a big man. Yeah. You know, the classic and the 212s, yes. But when you see a true big man hitting those shots, it can move you, you know, in a way that only bodybuilding can, you know, bro. Mark,
let's do this.
I'm gonna call it, bro.
Put your headphones on, boys.
Should we call him?
Put your headphones on. I'm gonna give him a call.
Okay, let's see if he picks up. But bro, can he come on just direct like this?
Yeah.
You sure?
100%.
Can you do that in modern day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he won't pick up, bro. Well, let's try.
If it's you calling, he'll pick up.
Let's see.
It's me calling him up.
One of the greatest legends of all time, Dennis Wolfe. How are you?
Hi, AJ. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm doing well. Hope everybody is doing great too.
me and Mark, we were looking at some old videos of that people that got us excited in the past each year for the Olympia. Obviously, you were one of the higher on the list. We watched your 2007 routine, wasn't it? 2007 routine. Right before to get us into the mood. It's on your YouTube channel, actually, isn't it? You have it. It's your YouTube channel that video is up, Paul.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, of course, this is probably the best posing routine of my career. Yeah, you watched the right one, right?
Yeah, we watched the right one. Before we go into the Olympia things, how are you? What's been going on in your life lately?
Well, I'm doing well, but it's kind of slow this year because of the situation worldwide. So, yeah, I'm kind of stuck here in Las Vegas. Haven't been out of the country for a year. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's unusual for me. We all bodybuilders, we are traveling too much. Yeah, but this year is kind of, really, really slow. And it's kind of, draws you down a little bit. You kind of get used to it, not to do it that much anymore, so that's not good. It's not always good to stay still for a long time.
Because was any of your shows canceled this year? Because you promote a lot of shows. Were they canceled?
Yeah, both of my shows were canceled. And we're sweating a little bit because the next year we're going to have the Dennisville Classic #2. April 17, but we don't know how the mandate's gonna be in Germany, because if they're not allowed to do a show, I have to cancel again. But we hope, we cross the fingers, of course.
So that's what's so hard with this year. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. You always have you got to plan on the spot, don't you? You never know what's gonna happen.
That's true. Yes, I mean, who will be thinking about things like this, like this year is just crazy. Everything is happening week by week. In the beginning, everybody thought, oh, yeah, let's wait a little bit, blah, blah, blah. But we are almost a year into it, and it's still not getting better. And that's why I start thinking, what's going to happen next year, But you have to do plans anyways. Without plans, you're stuck anyways.
So we are a week out from this Olympia. Do you have that Olympia feeling now, Mark?
Definitely. It's building up.
What about you, Dennis? How do you feel now? You're one of the biggest legends of all time. We're 1 week out. What are you feeling now? Like, do you have the Olympia feeling now, or how are you feeling?
Well, I'm always pumped, when Olympia time is around.
Yep.
Especially here in Las Vegas. I live here, and it's right next door, okay? And but this year everything's changed. They moved the Olympia to Florida, Orlando, exactly. And it's a little bit different. What I used to feel before, it's kind of, you don't have all these athletes around here. Usually the time before Olympia and post Olympia, Vegas is packed. You see everyone, you meet everyone, and you see all your old friends. But this time, I'm not going to Orlando.
You're not going?
No. I thought, I'm gonna watch it on my couch on TV, big screen. I bought already the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna enjoy it. But of course, I mean, it's always something there. You always feel, because it's a Super Bowl in bodybuilding, so it's always exciting, And of course, this year we're probably gonna have one of the best lineups if they all come to shape. I expect a lot of good and probably some athletes maybe take another position.
AJ,
a lot of them are looking great. They're all working hard. But you never know, right? So I don't even know how to predict the Olympia, because there's so many good guys, and most of them are my friends. So it's even harder for me all the time.
1 second. Yeah.
Maybe Dennis can give us a call up as he's watching at home. We'll be doing the live streaming of the reactions. Maybe he can give us a call up, eh?
Before we go into the predictions, Dennis, you now are 41, 42? How old are you?
42, yes.
42. What can we say, and you just turned pro last year, Mark. What can we say about Dexter Jackson that still is going to compete at this Olympia at age 50, 8 years older than you, 20 years older than you, and is still competing while you're retired, sadly?
Yes.
How impressive is that?
This is just amazing. This is so impressive. It's almost like, he's immortal, right? So it looks to me he's just, not getting older in any cases. And, always, even in the last years, he's bringing a great package. He's looking great on stage next to the younger guys. And this is what makes it more unbelievably, and hats off to Dexter. I respect that, I respect everything what he reached in this sport. He started in bantamweight.
I know.
Can you understand? And and worked his way up until Olympia, and he has the most. Oh my God! I'm sorry, I got a call.
Yes,
he has the most Arnold Classic title wins.
Yes,
and it puts him right in the top of the Olymp mountain. You know what I mean?
I agree. It's amazing, isn't it, Mark? What Dexter is.
How he's still going now at this age is unbelievable, and he's doing really well. He's doing really well.
So this Olympia, it's going to be all the classes. I don't know how much you follow. Do you follow the other classes, or is it strictly open bodybuilding for you?
Of course, I follow more open bodybuilding, but I have a lot of athletes in other categories. So classic physique, 212.
Tell us, who do you have? Do you have anyone in the Olympia? In other classes?
No, not this year.
Okay.
Fortunately, nobody got qualification, and so this year I'm kind of empty. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm not going. Okay.
So let's do the classic one first. The major hype is Chris Bumstead, who's the current champion, versus Breon Ansley, who's the two-time classic champion. Which physique do you prefer, Dennis?
Well, I was happy to see Chris winning last year. Yeah. Honestly. But honestly, I'm going to say both of them look insane right now. Really, really in good condition, on point. And then I expect nothing than war on stage between those two guys. And, they both have different physiques. So somebody likes Chris, somebody likes Breon's physique, but I kind of more comfortable with Chris's physique because for me it's more classic. Breon is just so impressive. He could be competing, and he could compete in 212 or something, and beat everybody's ass.
So would that
proved this year, and it's gonna be hard to judge. I don't want to be judging this year at Olympia.
Want to say something?
So from what you were saying then, Dennis, would you say that you would see Chris taking it from Breon?
Oh yeah, that's a hard thing, to say. I think there's gonna be a hard fight, and it's gonna be very, very close. It was close last year. But this year is just, ooh. But anyways, I think it's always in bodybuilding the case. You go with your preferred physique. So, sometimes you like guys like, as example, Flex Wheeler, I mean, if somebody standing next to him, I mean, it's hard to judge because the flow is completely different and everything like that. So I think the whole package on that day gives you the big difference, if they're on time, on point, in shape, that's gonna be hard.
Could it be you're a taller bodybuilder yourself that you relate a little bit more to Bumstead, or?
Yeah, I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yes.
Yes. What about you, Mark?
I'm actually going to go the other way. So I'm a huge fan of Breon's physique.
Yes.
So I would say that Breon this year, from the updates, what I've been seeing as well, is looking really good, really good. And I know he's been putting in extra posing as well.
Yes. I mean, always like, type of physique what you better like. But I'm really impressed of, how Brion looks right now. It's just crazy, really. I mean, he's really good at the moment. So I can't wait. Really, I can't wait to see them
But
fighting.
as at the Olympia, as you know, everyone can come out of nowhere, like Jake Cutler did in 2001, like you did in 2007. So it's not only a two-man show. Alex Campanero.
Yes. Yeah.
Alex Campanero, do you know him, Dennis?
Yes, yeah. He's doing really well. He looks good. As far as I see, some things on Instagram or internet overall.
Terrence Ruffin.
Oh yeah,
Terrence
there's so
Ruffin.
many
Fantastic
guys,
poser
top
as well.
10, you can turn around, and this is the most the hardest class to judge, because it's not like being a bodybuilder and drop some weight just to make the weight and look a little bit closer to the classic physique. It's not like that. I'm looking to see the real classic physiques, which standing out, like Brion. It's some people say he's not classic, but it's still he's so improved. What is classic in overall? It's hard to tell. I always say that it's hard to tell. Even like a couple of years ago with George the Bull.
Yes, yeah.
He was impressive in classic as well, but I think he's gonna kick some asses at the 212 this year. So that's all. I think some athletes just improve over the time and grow, and then they need to make this transition. And some people feel like that. They're always gonna stay in this category, classic physique, and they're not growing bigger. So there are two types of physiques. That's what I think. Some people also coming back from bodybuilding just to get to squeeze themselves in a classic physique, but I don't think that's a good idea, because you see, is it a bodybuilder or classic physique athlete?
212, we have some people were a little bit afraid for the 212 class when Flex Lewis left and Jose Raymond retired. People can rest assured that it's never been as exciting almost as it is right now, because it's just stacked. We have the great Kamal El Garni, who is 50 years old and improving, guys.
Yeah, if you look at Kamal, he was world champion before I was competing or something, at the world, and then he turned pro, then he went back to the amateurs.
Yep.
And he turned pro again and won his title. So he's defending champion, and that's gonna be for everyone hard to beat this guy, because his lines, his physique, it looks just amazing.
Then we have Derek Longsford, who is probably the most, what can we say? If he nails it, people say it's gonna be lights out.
Yes,
I'm just going through some names, and you guys can discuss who would you like. We have Sean Clarida, the real giant killer.
He's always in shape, craziness at his best. He's striated always and everywhere. Derek Lunsford, last year, second, he didn't nail it 100%.
He didn't.
That was his problem, and but he's by far the widest, the biggest guy in the 212, yes.
And we had George the Bull.
Yes.
And we have George the Bull Peterson.
He looks insane right now.
He looks...
Because he stepped up from the classics and gone straight into 212.
Yeah.
He won his show and qualified now, so he's looking really impressive. And for his size and structure, I think we could have seen him in 212, so it's exciting to see him now take that step.
Yeah. More excited because he made this transition. I think he looks better in 212, and he also can fill out his frame a little bit. And he got a lot of air, he got like plenty of space. So, and then that's what he did this year. So I'm really looking forward to see him. And
so who do you have, Dennis, in your gut? Who's going to be the top three? You don't have to say winner, because that's going to be very hard, isn't it? But who's in your top three, Dennis, in the 212?
But remember, you can't rule out Ahmed Ashkenani as well from the 212s.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because he's looking impressive.
Really big guy, in a shorter category. You know, he is huge. I mean, I rarely see so much meat on somebody. You know, I mean, this is insane. He's also good. Always in the top position. So you know.
So who do you have in your top three, Dennis?
Top three. Okay, let's see. I would say, in no miracle order.
Yes.
George? Kamal. Yeah, George, Kamal, and damn, that's hard. I'll go with Derek.
What's your top three, Mark?
I would take George out, and I'll put in Ashkenani.
Well, Mark is a little bit biased because he trains in Oxygen Gym, you know? Yeah. He flew all the way from Oxygen to be here for you.
That's not a true story.
Yeah. You gotta say, yeah, hello, this is wrestling. You gotta like...
hype it.
Yeah. No, but he trains with Brandon Curry's coach, Mark. Okay. He just got, was it fifth at the...
I got third at the British Grand Prix.
Third at the British Grand Prix.
This year.
Really beautiful physique, taller, classical lines. This is a very exciting bodybuilder we have.
I know. I think I follow you on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think you have really good genetics, good lines, good structure. You know, so
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Way to go, man.
So
I wish you all the best, of course.
Thank you.
Then we respect all classes, but there's only one class you get to stand out, correct? There's only one class people pay the big bucks to see. That's the open class that we got you guys, legend, and hopefully one day a legend. Open class. Let's go through some names. We have Big Ramy, who many predicted back in the day was going to be a multiple Olympia champion. He was amazing 2013, 14, remember when he came up?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's still awesome, but he haven't showed the detail needed, correct? To win Olympia.
Right, yeah. That's, was Ramy's issue to bring these details in his physique. You know, he was always in shape, but you couldn't see the separations and some details, you know. But I think this year is a little bit different because he is staying the last couple of weeks with Dennis James in his house, and Dennis is torturing him, you know. Yeah. So that's what I think Ramy needed. He needed someone who just, you know, keep him under pressure a little bit, you know. So he is doing everything right, you know, training and posing and practicing all this stuff before the show, you know, and all this extra training, extra cardio, extra posing gives you a different look on your physique, you know. Yeah. So, and I think that's gonna work out pretty good, better than the last couple of years for Ramy. So, and he could be a big surprise this year.
Dexter, we already talked about. William Bonak, second best bodybuilder in 2019. He won the first Arnold Classic this year. I feel he's being a little bit disrespected because people don't talk to him about him that much. What we gonna see about Bonak this year, Dennis?
Well, Bonak is my friend, and I'm always rooting for him. And as far as I see the videos and everything, he's looking crazy. He's looking on time, in shape. So with William is you know, never been a problem that he's not bringing the condition on stage. He's just maybe off a little bit or completely dried out. So that's a small differences. So, but he's the number 2 from last year. So, I mean, this is the second best bodybuilder in the world. So, I mean, he's going to be in the mix. And I expect that too, because he's always bringing it. He is always in shape, and he has a good balance, you know, good muscle bellies. Everything is just working good for him. You know, he looks great on stage, almost all poses, you know. The only thing is he's a shorter guy, and the other guy's a little bit taller. So, and that's, you know, if you look on stage and the line up, maybe that's a little difference, you know. But he is also complete. like Dexter, you know, so he has no weak points.
Then we have okay. First, Hadi Chupan. Do you think he will make it? Do you know anything about this?
I have no idea, and
No.
I hope he's gonna make it to the United States. But everything I hear, it looks good for him. So
Okay.
you know, there has been no declining or something that's not coming or whatever, but it looks good. So I mean, we are 9 days out, so he probably should arrive next week at the latest. So I don't know, but I expect him to, you know, to be here and compete with the guys. But you never know. He didn't mention anything about his visa. You know, did he get it or not? I just remember a couple months ago it was an issue with the visa.
Yeah.
But now there's quiet everything about it.
I know. They said he had the visa. Then all of a sudden he didn't have the visa. Then he had the visa. Then we don't know. Hopefully we're going to talk to Jake Wood later. So probably he can give us some detail about that. Then probably the most epic return since Lou Ferrigno in 1993, I would say. Phil Heath, a person you know. I talk to Phil a lot, and he always mentions you in a very positive way. He has much respect for you, Dennis. He always says when he brags about who he beats, he always said, I beat Dennis Wolfe, I beat Brad Warren. I'm like, yeah, you did. So he wouldn't say that if he didn't respect you, because he doesn't say that about the newer generation that much. Meaning he has big respect for you. Phil Heath, you have been competing against him since the beginning. Give us your thoughts about this epic comeback, Dennis.
Well, yeah, I appreciate to hear that, and this is great. I always respect Phil. You know, we've been buddies. I don't know, since I'm professional bodybuilder. You know, so always competing against him or with him. He didn't compete for almost 3 years.
2000.
That's
2.5 years, correct? 2.5 years.
Yeah. Well, the only thing what could be bad for Phil is his midsection. So if his midsection is not fixed, there's gonna be a problem, because I think in overall Phil, like, you know, what I know from his physique, you know, but I haven't seen him for a while. He has the most impressive and most improved muscles, muscle fibers, muscle bellies, whatever. So just to compare to other bodybuilders, if you feel when he's in shape, it's just unreal. It's just unreal. So if he can make it, just to bring it back, you know, and you know, if he worked on his midsection, there'll be not a big deal, you know. But there's a Brandon Curry. He's a, you know, reigning Mr. Olympia. And
one question, Dennis. You competed against Brandon. I'm sorry. You competed against Brandon back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you ever thought he would ever win a Mr. Olympia title back then?
Well, nobody think about like other athletes. So
No, okay, yeah.
How can be, you know, in the future. But I remember, you know, Brandon being in all sizes. You know, he was small, he was big, he was not in shape, all this stuff. But I think he figured out his game plan, what works for him. So and this is what he's doing. So in the last 4 years, last 2 years, each time he stepped on stage, he improved.
Yeah.
So he improved every time. So he was on stage. So he stepped on stage twice a year. So every time he was on stage, he was better. So it was better version of Brandon. So, and I expect nothing else this time.
So if you're looking at Phil and Brandon, who would you say would be feeling the pressure the most out of the two right now?
Right now, I don't think Brandon has so much pressure, but I think Phil has more pressure because he's coming back. He is the seven-time Mr. Olympia. So I mean, this is like, you know, top of the top. right? So I think Phil is more worried about not winning that than Brendan, because I think Brendan is focused. Brendan is, he's the champ. He's defending champ, and it's a different focus. It's different focus, different mindset, and I think Brendan is stronger right now. That's my opinion. I will be.
He's seen it firsthand because Abdullah, the person that's prepping Brandon with all these improvements, that's Marc's coach. You know, he is prepped by the same coach as Brandon. So you probably know how we talk to Brandon almost every day, and he's very calm, like you said, Dennis. He's very calm, confident, like a Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Like killer instinct. And Phil has a lot. Phil, most people say Phil Heath's gonna win. We can say that when you ask people. So that's some pressure there, isn't it?
For Phil, definitely pressure. I would say that, because you're 7 times Mr. Olympia. You're looking to tie the record at 8, but you've had a few years off. So we look at the last person who lost the title and came back was Jay Cutler, but he did that the following year when he came and regained the title from Dexter. So now Phil's had 2 years off. How is it going to fare now coming back? So if I was Brandon, I would feel the most comfortable and the less pressure, because Phil now has to bring it, because all eyes are on him now. Definitely.
So, top 5 from Dennis Wolfe in the open. Top 5, and at the end, who's going to win it? We're not going to say anything. We're just going to listen now.
I'll give you top 6.
Oh, even better. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Phil Heath, Brandon Curry, Hadi Choopan, Rami. Then we have Dexter. Who else? And my buddy, William Bonak.
You almost forgot your own buddy there, Dennis, huh? So
because I took it already on the top.
So who's taking it, Dennis? Who do you think? We don't know, obviously, and there's no disrespect to the other guys. We know you, a legend, but well, you're not a legend yet. But we know you, top bodybuilders, are very sensitive when people say something. You start to cry, yeah. But anyway, so this is no disrespect to whoever we say, but who do you think will be standing, the last man standing, in Orlando in 1 week this Christmas?
Who? You know what? This is hard to tell to answer, because that could be anyone. It could be Rami, it could be Brandon, it could be Phil, and it could be maybe William. But I think it's gonna be between the bigger guys.
So who do you have? We know this is gonna be the bigger guy. Who Dennis? Come on now. Who do you think if you had to put money on it, who would you put money on?
I will never put money on anyone.
No.
But I will go. It's like who you better see as a champion, who is a better champion, who has better chances.
Who do you think?
This is.
Dennis, I'm not asking about Dennis. Who do you think will win? It doesn't matter who's your favorite or who do you think will be the last man standing in 2020, this Olympia? 1 week, guys. You got to pay for the pay-per-view, but who's going to take it?
Look, if Phil Heath is a champion, as I respect him, and he has the mindset of a champion, he will be the winner.
If you can start an answer with saying "if" first.
If.
Okay.
Because he needed to do some work, and that was his goal. To bring a better version of himself, and I'm waiting for it.
Okay,
so
we're noting Dennis Wolfe.
Yeah.
So we're gonna write now. Dennis Wolfe has Phil Heath winning, correct?
Yeah, I think so. But between his 2 years not competing, it's not easy. He didn't compete it, and body changes if you're not in this, schedule like he was before, how Ob was before. You're always in the schedule. You have like prep, off, prep, off. So, and he was off for a long time, fixing his stomach issue and all this stuff. So I don't know how he's looking right now, but that I think it is his biggest mistake not showing us, in a whole preparation something from his prep. That's a big mistake. I guess.
Last thing before we go, you know what I want to see at this Olympia? I want to see a Dennis Wolfe, Marcus Rule, Gulter Schrilkamp podcast to talk about the Olympia. Will we see that?
Yeah, we definitely gonna do this because that's gonna be a unbelievable.
I know. It will be the legends of Germany and Russia there. Yeah. Anything you want to say?
We probably bring the Dennis James with us. He's also competed for Germany.
Yeah, that's true.
For a while, So, yeah, that's could be a great round.
Anything you want to say to Dennis before we go, Mark?
So you've given us your first place. Who's going to make up the second and third place at Mr. Olympia?
I think the second and third is going to be between Rami and Brendan.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got some good predictions there. Yeah.
But I'm very bad with predictions.
Yeah.
So
we never know.
This is what I think. Because there are some differences. If you just look at Phil, he's like complete. He's complete. Except the last couple of Olympias he did. But the rest, that's gonna be war. It's gonna be war, but I'm looking forward to it.
We are looking forward to this war in December. It's going to be a bodybuilding war. Not a real war, but a bodybuilding war. Yeah.
I think it's not going to be like, past Olympias.
No.
It's going to be clear or whatever. It's going to be tough and it's going to be close.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your time. We hope Katya is well. Is it Katya, correct? Your wife?
Katya, yes.
Yeah. And what's your daughter doing now? Your stepdaughter. She's big now. What's she doing?
She's working. She's working in a bank in Germany. So she's doing well.
Wow, great. We wish you much success in 2021, and we can't wait to come to Germany to one of your shows in 2021. Huh?
I would love to see you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Much appreciation, and keep it up, guys.
And shout out to Genetic Nutrition, correct?
Of course, GM.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis.
Take care, Dennis.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ow! That was Dennis Wolfe for you. Ow! Dennis Wolfe, my top 10 favorite bodybuilder of all time. And that's out of the millions and millions of bodybuilders. He's in my top 10. So you guys, then you know you're special. On to the next inspirational guy. We have a very inspirational person up next. He overcome addiction. He overcome his addiction to drugs. He overcome his injury that he had last year. And now he's going to the 2020 Mr. Olympia. Via Canada, Antoine Vaillant. And let's call him up.
It's done now. Get off your ass and get to the gym.
The pride of Canada, Antoine Vaillant. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Yeah, maybe you just arrange that properly. There you go.
There you go. And Antoine, look at that face, man. You are looking crazy lean in the face.
Well, what happened is that I had a shoot yesterday morning, and I was like, "Oh, this shaver is really like nice," and let me see if I can like do my beard with it. And then I went zoom. I was like, "Oh shit." Okay, let me get the other side right. And then I was like, "Uh-oh." And then I had a little line here left. And I was like, might as well just shave it off.
When is the last time you had no facial hair? Because that's a big thing for you. I know, because I've seen you follow you throughout your career, and I never seen you looking like with no facial hair, bro.
I don't know. Because since I'm bald like that, it's like I like to have a little bit of facial hair, because if not, I look like Mr. Clean or Mr. Potato. So, you know what's funny? If I put glasses on right now, I look like National somebody.
Yeah, I can imagine those reading glasses. Do you have them? Do you have any reading glasses there? No.
I do have some. They're in the car.
Okay. It's not that important. Yeah. And also, thanks to Trifecta there that we got you on. And that's Matt, manager Matt.
Yeah, he's the man.
And we got Noah and the crew with the HD muscle on the head, correct?
For sure,
Dorian Hamilton, yeah. We've seen the Canadian scene exploding, haven't we?
Yes.
It's been exploding, just like in the UK, actually, this last 2 years.
Yeah, we're coming up.
Canada and the UK are coming for the Americans. It's time we need a change, correct, guys?
Definitely.
And not only the UK, like Canada, but Egypt and a lot of guys from the Middle East. Well, they've been there for a long time, but they've been, going up the ranks for sure. Also, at first it was all about the Americans, because back then it was Venice Beach was the place to go. It was the hub of bodybuilding. But now that with social media, the internet, now everywhere can be the place, because everybody's connected now. So that's pretty cool. That's why I think a lot of bodybuilders from around the world are just like coming up like that, because they're more connected. Because back in the day, unless you bought magazines and you were really into it, you didn't know about it. But now anybody who has Instagram will have a feed of somebody training at some point, and that can spark their interest and get into fitness. So that's why there's a lot more competitors, a lot more categories, and I think it's a great time for bodybuilding and training and fitness in general.
Because in Canada, you got yourself, obviously, doing this Olympia. You have Ian Valerie, who just won, who had a pro show victory coming in. You had a pro show victory. We have Bumstead, who's making as much hype as Brandon Curry and Phil Heath over there. He's creating a tremendous amount of hype for this Olympia.
Big rivalry. Let's forget about Regan, too.
You cut me off. I was going to it.
No way.
Yes. Regan, I saw Regan. I was in Romania. I saw him. It was a great battle with
Vlad.
Yeah. Regan Grimes, just a little bit more prettier physique. Great frame. Just when you see Regan, you get that. You competed against Regan.
Yeah, twice.
He beat you twice.
Twice, yeah.
Oh, he got you. He got you good, huh? Will we see a rematch there next year?
For sure.
You taking him out this time?
I always compete for first, so next time I'll take it.
But I've just seen it with the gyms that is in Noah and Dorian and Noah has their own gym with and they created it and with their own supplement line, HD Muscle.
Yeah.
All the video, Quinton, we can't forget about Quinton. Araya, hello. Like the most craziest young bodybuilder we've seen this year. What's going on? So what's going on? Is there you crew? Are you guys so hungry? Is this your time? Just what's going on? The mindset with you guys up there now.
Yeah, the thing with Dorian and Noah is that they started their own business about a supplement store like years and years and years ago. They actually brought Jay Cutler to their store in 2009 after he won. They brought Marcus Rule back in the day. And it's always been a family business. That they've always been around the scene here, and now with time and effort and lots of work and teaming up with the right people, and I joined them we've been friends for years, but it's what we love to do. So might as well work in something that you love to do. And I mean, our goal is to just do what we love. We're passionate about bodybuilding, supplements, gym, training. So we're just going all out on that. And because I think we genuinely do it for the love of the sport, the love of training and working out and the machines and the supplements, I think people can actually recognize that we're true to ourselves. This is why our slogan is integrity is everything. And I think people are smart. They can spot fake people. They can spot people who are true to themselves. And I think what they love about our brand is that's what we try to represent. You know, we just and we got all kinds of athletes, all kinds of our brand is like super inclusive because I'm the, you know, I have a personality, I'm the funny guy, whatever.
Whatever.
Also the hardcore bodybuilder. We got Quinto with his own style. We got Doran with the supplements like formulas. We got lots of nice bikini girls for people who like that. I know some of you guys probably do.
Yes.
And so yeah, we got Brayon. We got lots of people in there, and there's room with Asian Muscle for everybody. It's like it's not. You remember Animal? It was like Animal Pack was just like the hardcore rugged, squat till you puke in the dark and stuff. Yeah, we got the hardcore. We get the hardcore feel too. But you know, that's like so like 2002. Like this is like so now it's like more like just fun, just inclusive. We also hardcore bodybuilding, entertainment, content, just all that stuff. So yeah, I really love the brand that we have there. I'm really glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. Also want to mention in Canada, Joe Seaman. I really enjoy him. Joe Seaman, you know, from Canada.
Oh yeah, this guy's huge. I trained back with him just before going for the Cali Pro.
Oh, wow.
And this guy's really strong. He's really big, and he's really dedicated. And I think he's going to keep working hard until he reaches his full potential, and we'll see what that is. And yeah, like when I would see his progress pictures on Instagram, I was like, "Ooh, he's kind of big. I better at least be ripped, you know. If I can't be as big as him, I'll be more ripped." So it's pretty fun to have competitors who come, because he came to our gym, Pure Muscle and Fitness, which I think is the new Mecca of bodybuilding. Honestly, we call ourselves the Mecca of the North, but I think it's becoming more than that. Because just before the pandemic started, like Flex Lewis came to see us. There's a lot of bodybuilders from Canada. They come to the gym. They want to check it out. So it's kind of fun to have the competitors, to see them in person, see them on Instagram, because I get motivated by seeing my rivals. I'm like, because I'm also a fan of bodybuilding, I can recognize like, shit, this guy is good. And then it just pumps me up. Like back when I was a kid, at 16 years old, like who was I looking at? Dexter Jackson, Kevin Levrone, Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler. Those were the guys, right? But now I'm still getting motivated by the top pros, but because I am also a pro now, it's kind of, I'm also against them, but I'm also by them. So I find it like super cool to see all the progress pictures, and it's always motivating me. And for me, it's like I want to see them, and I can recognize their hard work. I can recognize their strong body parts, their strong points, and I just get pumped up from all that. I take all the positive, and I keep it like that, and just work hard, you know.
Well, one thing though, Mecca of bodybuilding, bro, we're oxygen crew guys, you know. We're Team Oxygen, bro. So I don't know if you're the real Mecca when he's training at Oxygen Gym. We got Brandon Curry, the Olympia champ, training there, bro.
Yeah, but if you want to go to Oxygen Gym, can you just show up there?
You can't just show up, no.
That's what I mean. So it's not the Mecca.
But if you want to go and train, you can go and train.
Girls are not allowed. Is that true?
What's that? Sorry.
Girls are not allowed.
Not in the Oxygen gyms, no.
No, that's what I mean. No. So it's not the Mecca. So forget about that.
It's just pure focus. No distractions.
Yeah. So it's a great. I heard Kuwait is like one of the best gyms in the world, making the best champions. So, and Regan went over there, couldn't handle it, came back. So, but I think the Mecca means that is the place people go. and they get the vibe, the energy of bodybuilding. It's a welcoming place. Everybody gets motivated by each other. Kuwait is more like a hardcore training camp in my head.
Okay.
That's how I see it. But that's just my opinion, because Pure Muscle and Fitness, I mean, we welcome everybody there. Everybody's welcome to come see it. It's just a different thing. Kuwait is like the place where, like, all some of the top pros, they go train there, and if they go there, that's all they do. So you better watch out.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
And for me, from going there, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to have that pure focus, no distraction. Being back in the UK, I was working a few jobs, different commitments, but when you're out there, it's pure focus. So it depends on you as a person, really. Yeah.
Brendan Curry, that's what he did. It's actually, I actually met his wife in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Carbon Culture opening event.
Yeah.
He was about to just like, I don't know if I can do this, like the guys. And she said, well, you better go over there at Kuwait and start training and just focus. I'll take care of the family. So she sent him over there, and then the rest is history.
Of course.
His numbers. So it does work. It does work. So it's like a place where, for sure, you go there, you're going to reach your full potential. You're going to become big and juicy, freaking jacked and ripped, for sure.
Then, quick before we talk about how you feel for this Olympia, the only sad part about your win, Antoine, you know what that was?
When I won Cali Pro?
Yeah.
What was the sad part?
That day, I ran home. I got my favorite food. I went home to pay for this stream because I was going to enjoy watching Max Charles, my brother, and Antoine. And then I put on the screen and I couldn't see shit.
I know. Yeah, so that was the only downfall of it. I felt bad. Even my mom was like, what's going on right now? Like, where's my son? I guess he's the last one on stage. So, good. So I get it. But the thing is, Wings of Strength, they have good streams.
Yes.
That's a really good production company. But you got to give credit to the guys who did Cali Pro, because they switched it up from Cali to a venue that wasn't made for bodybuilding. And he pretty much did was it Tarek or Tamer? He was telling me that they pretty much going to lose money doing the show, but they want to keep it on for the athletes because they just love the sport. They still had some amateurs that compete and stuff, so I guess they made a little bit of money, but they could have just said, you know what, let's just shut it off.
And the reason for it was that, so we are not blaming anyone, because in Corona times, we're just thanking God that we have shows, you have to switch on the fly. So the venue they had, maybe you couldn't have proper, who knows. I'm just saying, I would wanted to see your first win, and I couldn't see it. I had to go on Instagram. Well, how did you feel after that win?
Can we just take it back just slightly, Antoine?
Place the week before, okay. I was like, all right, shit. Okay, so I talked to the judges. I talked to some people. What could I improve? And I just went like, what bodybuilding is? It's just, all right, let's learn, let's improve. So I applied what the people told me, and we just I was way too flat for once, and I depleted myself way too much, because I decided to do the New York Pro 4 weeks in advance, because I was aiming for a show that was 8 weeks later. And I was like, you know what? The shows are getting canceled. And I was in pretty good shape. So my girlfriend Sam said, why don't you do Cali in New York? I'm like, shit, it's in 4 weeks. Let me ask Dorian. Dorian, you think I could do it? He said, well, if there's one guy who could probably do it, it's you. Let's give it a shot. And decided 2 weeks out. And then I just got ripped in 9 days. But I really pushed myself like far. And then when we landed, I was actually 254. We tried to carb it up in 2 days. And I tried to put, and the poses I was making myself look small, and then I got my ass kicked. Well, I got first call out, but they let me at the end, and I wasn't good. I wasn't my best.
But you stole the show with your routine, at least.
Yeah, the routine. It's always fun to do that. But and then what happened is that I cheated the day of the show after, and then for a whole week, I carved up. I ate 400 grams of rice per meal with honey every meal. And then I ate burgers in the middle of the week. And then I just carved up and ate like beef the night before with lots of salt and more honey, more rice. And so within like 9 days, I probably ate like 10,000 grams of carbs.
Wow.
And then I was 3 pounds heavier. I fixed my posing and I was even harder. And I think that gave me the edge over some of the guys who actually didn't perform as well. Because a lot of guys that went against in New York Pro, they were not as good as in Cali because maybe they had a rough peak. One of them was sick, which was sad. Like a lot of factors happen. So the cool thing with bodybuilding is that anybody in the top 6 who's like in shape and it's a matter of fullness and water retention, the next week any of these guys can go up and win. Because I'm the proof of that. I mean, I didn't pack like 20 pounds of muscle in a week. I was 3 pounds of fullness heavier, and I was a little bit drier. So for me, when I won, it's when I was going against Max Charles. When they call us out, me and him, I'm like, oh shit, I know how this works. This means like it's me against him.
Yeah.
I knew that. And then I was backstage with Max. I said, Max, are you ready? Let's give them a good show. And he's quiet, right?
He's very quiet. But what did he say to you? He was like, what?
No, he said he just smiled and just like he's so laid back, this guy, right? So we went on stage, but on stage I was like, you know what? I know how he is on stage. He's relaxed. I'm just gonna pose the hardest I can. I'm gonna give my all because just a few days before that, Flex Wheeler gave me some tips. I'll apply everything that Flex Wheeler will tell me, and I know my strong points are my legs, and I was like a good condition. I'm just gonna bank on that. So every time I could like show the judges like energy and flex the legs, I did that, and I think it probably helped a little bit to win over him. But the thing with Max Charles is I couldn't beat him on the chest and the upper body like fullness because this guy's a freak. You know, like backstage, it was so funny. He was like, when it was time to pump up, he had his tracksuit on, like just like I think he had a pajama or something. I don't know. He just got up. He looked around. He took it was Patrick Moore's band, and he just did a few curls, and then everything started fucking coming alive. And I was like, shit, this guy is just like he wakes up full like that, you know. And then went on stage and gave me a good battle there. So you know, it was pretty cool and I was really, really happy for me to qualify and win because. I mean, I went through a lot of shit, and people sometimes they counted me out and didn't think I would come back. So for me, there was a lot more than just like, it was just more than a win for me. It was more just than a first place win at a bodybuilding show. It was just like, wow, I made it. I'm making it to the Olympia. And like when I started bodybuilding, I was 16 years old, my first show, right? And I bought a magazine, the top 2003 Miss Olympia Review. And guess who was in the top 6? Dexter Jackson.
And now you're going to compete. Now you're going to compete.
Fucking like 16 whatever like years later.
It's just incredible.
16 years later, I'm competing. 17 years later, competing against Dexter. How is he still around? He's still there. So it's a super special Olympia because Phil Heath is coming back. Dexter Jackson is still there doing his last Olympia, he said. So I really wanted to make it to this one. So when I got 7th place, I was like, shit, you know what? I'll have to probably go back to the drawing board. But I just didn't give up, and we just stuck to the plan, and we worked hard, and we did it. So
you want to ask her one question, Mark?
Yeah,
you really want to?
So during that, you said from placing 7th, was it, at your first show this year?
Yeah.
In that week leading up, you said you fixed your posing. You was doing some posing with Flex Wheeler. How was that? Because me watching bodybuilding and growing up, that's someone who I look up to, and I would think, wow, pose with Flex.
Yeah.
What sort of stuff did you go through?
FaceTime.
Okay, FaceTime.
Fuck, man, he makes me work so hard. It's like you know, bodybuilding was hard. You know, like you play a video game, you go like normal mode. Like bodybuilding was normal mode, but I added the posing now at night at 9 p.m. when like you don't want to do that.
Yeah. Like
hard mode now, but it was worth it because I like the twisting from double, right? But I was making myself look small. I gotta be like front and wide,
and open up a bit more.
Too much on the abs. I gotta stay up and crunch and just a few tricks like that.
Wait. 1 minute. Let me just take some notes for that.
You know what? I think you could probably. I mean, over there in Kuwait, you got a lot of help probably, but I mean, Flex Wheeler loves to get back and help, and he's actually probably maybe he's taking clients for posing right now, so you could actually reach out to him. He's available
definitely.
on Instagram. Just reach out. Hey, Antoine told me like you know you did a great job with him and stuff. Like you know maybe after the Olympia could you help me out? You know maybe ask him. You know.
So that was one of the I'm personal friends with Max Charles, but when I saw you after the victory with the interview there with Flex Wheeler, and as a person myself who's overcome addictions in the past, like yourself, to just see that moment, you know, you Flex Wheeler, who we all. Is there any cooler guy than Flex Wheeler in the world? You know what I mean? Like, he's like the greatest bodybuilder of all time almost, you know? Especially with his legs now, how he's still fighting. Yeah. And to see you now, you know, going through all your battles, you going to the 2020 Olympia, Antoine, as a pro champion. Can life get better?
You know what? Life is perfect as it is. And I'm grateful for everything.
Good.
But we always want more.
Yes, we want more. So let's go to this Olympia. What's your mindset? What's going on for this O?
Yeah, I want to qualify for the Olympia. At first, I just wanted to compete in it. I'll be happy. Then I talked to Jay Cutler, and he was like, no, you got to go there. You need to, in your head, you want to go there to be compared with the best. Stand beside them. You're in the mix. And I'm like, and I'm thinking now, it's like, okay, well, and I made some good improvements since the Cali Pro. You'll see. So it's like, fuck. Let's just fucking try to get let's try to get compared with the top guys. Let's do it. You know, like you always want more. You always striving to like perform more. Like, are we ever gonna settle? Mark, are you gonna settle with? Let's say you win a pro show. You're gonna settle with that and be like, I'm just gonna be cool doing the Olympia.
No,
you'll be like, fuck. I want to make first call out.
That's it.
Right?
You always want to improve and you want to go that next step.
Exactly. So, you know, that's the cool thing with all the Olympians is that they all want to win. And if you don't want to win, if you don't want to fucking beat some of the veteran guys, it's like you're going there for fun. You're not going to have the right mindset every fucking day of doing the same fucking thing, the posing, the training, the dieting, and the suffering, all that stuff. You're not going to last. You're not going to do it 100% if you're not going there with a vengeance, like your life depends on it.
That's it. Know? I've seen some of your training videos, the lat raises, the drop sets, and I think, I know what this is like.
Yeah, Big Mike Van Wyck, he's actually been training me for all my body parts now for a few weeks for the Olympia. And I think I was training I'm really learning how to train now. I was training way too like a maniac.
Yeah.
Doing all kinds of too much volume, too much failure, too much drop set, pushing too hard, burning too many calories, depleting myself too much. So with him, he just tells me, do that. And instead of going into a room with a shotgun and blowing everything up, now we go with a sniper. We shoot to kill, and then we get out of the gym and rest.
That's it.
And I mean, when I carb up, I go up to 275 right now. So right now I'm 265.4 this morning, but I'm 10 pounds heavier than my depleted weight before Cali.
10 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but my condition is as good, or if not better, because everything is pushing more. But you'll see. I just posted a picture on Instagram. Actually, you'll have to go check it out. But you can tell I'm better than Cali.
Yeah.
And the amount of time that I put after the Olympia, it's like I laid off the pedal for 4 weeks, cleaned my system, and then everything was clear in the blood work. I was like, all right, fuck, we got 12 weeks? Let's fucking do it. And then I was already lean, so I was able to eat lots of high days and then every time I would deplete, I would go down. I would carb up for 3 or 4 days, and then when I would deplete again, I would never go as low as the week before. So every week I was gaining 100 grams of muscle. I don't know, it's just that my body is in a state right now because I switched the training up. My diet has been on point always with Doran Hamilton. So with Doran and Mike Van Wyck working in synergy with a diet and training, and now posing with Flex Wheeler, I mean, does it get a better team than that behind me? I'm doing my best.
Yes, so definitely it looks like you're covering all angles, and I seen your pictures yesterday. Do you do a photo shoot with a white backdrop?
Yeah, Ishi. Yeah, my friend Ishi.
Yeah.
As we move on Instagram, he's actually the best photographer I've ever shot with. So there's that. The pictures are good because not only like I'm in a good condition, but it's because he's the best. He shot for Wolfe for 15 years in Europe, so he's like a very good photographer. But yeah, like I mean, the results are showing, and I'm really happy about it. And I can't wait to be on the Olympia stage to show everybody what my 100% was.
Man, where do you see yourself then with these improvements you made just now and the fire we can hear in your voice, we can see in your eyes, we can see in your face?
It's durations.
There you go.
My chest is getting it was better. My back is better. I don't know if the lighting's good there, but I mean my arms are better.
Antoine, take off the shirt. Now let's see the goods.
It's like a pose down.
Antoine, take off the shirt. Now, God damn it. This is what, 10 weeks?
Yeah,
Man, bringing the pain, bro. Bringing the pain. Man, you looking freaky now, huh? I get turned on sitting there, Mark. Yeah, let's go. Man.
Come on, your turn. Virtual pose down.
Come on.
I've got to leave it to you. You're the champ
Mark,
right now.
he gave you a challenge now, Mark. No.
Maybe we'll leave that one till next year.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. You know what? At least I got the legs.
Oh,
But you got the rest.
Oh,
I got the legs, but he's got the rest. He's got the smallest waist in bodybuilding, and he's got the fucking dude. You have one of the best lines in physique out there. Like when you were on stage in Romania and Spain, right?
Yeah. Spain's first. Yeah,
Spain
When
and the
you were
UK.
on stage, there was one of the two shows you didn't place as high as you would have hoped to. I think was it Spain, right?
Yes.
Yeah, came 7th in that show.
Yeah, dude. When you were on stage, everybody we were talking about hey, fuck, all our eyes were going on you. So you're doing something right. You got a beautiful structure. You just got to keep working, and you're doing just that. So yeah, for sure. Next year we'll do a real battle.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
2021 Olympia.
You gotta get the smokes turned on now. But anyway, Nigel, if you're watching, you know you are, huh? But anyway, Antoine, good luck. This has been one of the epic storylines for this Olympia. It's really special. We're seeing you peaking now, don't we? We're seeing you peaking. You can feel it, can't you?
Yeah, definitely.
With all the things you've gone through, we're seeing you peaking, bro. And guys, this is a must-see. This Friday, the prejudging, you got to get the pay-per-view, guys. Get the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah.
Jake Wood has done a lot of sacrifices to get this Olympia on. The athletes have been prepping in. Well, you've been prepping in pretty nice locations, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, prepping, I started my prep December 18th last year.
Whoa, December 18th.
Yeah, so when the show is going to be, prejudging is going to be over and the finals will be over, I will have prepped for a whole year. And during that year, I had
Great job, bro. A year? No. But
It's a lot of stress on the body.
A
doing
year?
it for so long.
Yeah, but during that year, I had 2 times where I rest my body and I go off and I make sure I have doctors here. I have 2 doctors following me, so I make sure everything is balanced. But then I'm fucking back at it. So in 1 year, there was probably only 10 weeks I didn't diet and prep for a show. So that's a lot of prep.
So how are you feeling now?
I'm looking forward to the Olympia because I never worked so hard in my life for a show or anything else. But it's been hard. It's been the hardest mentally at the end, just even emotionally and all that stuff has been really, really hard. It's just taking a toll on me. And one thing I learned, if I don't get my sleep, I lose my mind and I can't keep up with the day and stuff. So. But I'm also looking forward to the break after. Yeah. It's going to be a nice Christmas. I already got a bunch of little treats in the stockings there.
Hey, hide those, bro. You got a week. No. You got a week. No.
I got some fucking Baileys.
No.
Dude, and I got like three like more chocolate. I got like 3 stockings full of treats. I'm pretty much wrapping gifts for myself. So after when I come back in quarantine, I can play video games and eat the fucking chocolate and candy.
Well, guys, this Friday it's going down. If you want to see Antoine, you got to watch the stream and take us out with a proper wrestling promo now. What you going to do when Antoine...
Promo? All right, guys. Pay-per-view. Better get it. Because I've been trained by Big Mike Van Wyck every day in the gym. Dieted by Doran Hamilton. And you guess what? Posing by Flex Wheeler. And you know how Flex Wheeler is. He dominates on stage. So if you want to see this Canadian bodybuilder, French-Canadian bodybuilder dominate the stage, you better get your pay-per-view going. Because it's going to be showtime.
Oh, yeah.
He practiced that.
No, he didn't practice. And Antoine, good luck. Keep killing it. Shout out to H3 Trifecta. And we see you on Friday.
Wish you all the best.
Sure. Nice to meet you, Hector, by the way.
You too. Take care, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Guys.
Thank you. Woo-wee! Antoine, got us excited for the 4 days to go. 4 days to go. I repeat, 4 days to go, guys. Woo! Thanks to Marc being in the studio, killing it. That's his first time ever, guys, on doing as a co-host. This show is not it's not edited, it's live. So he did a great job. Tomorrow, we're going to have an all-girl day. Relax. I know some of you haters out there are going to be worried, but don't you worry. The girls are bringing the heat tomorrow. 4 days to go. I repeat, 4 days to go to the O. 4 days to go to the O. That's, I wonder why I wasn't a rapper growing up. But anyway, guys, it's going to get crazy. Follow Muscular Development on their Insta. Go to muscledevelopment.com on the No Bull forums and get down and dirty. Because there we have politic free. Meaning you can say whatever you want. As you know, when you are in the game here, sometimes you have to, you know what I mean? But there you can go ham. Follow AJ on my Instagram. Follow Chris at Pump Media. And once again, we are out.